mindfulness-based stress reduction. That's the most well-known approach. So there's a focus on the breath. That's where we will start, and learning to work with the breath, and then learning to work with the senses. And that's a little bit different from the way it's done in other mindfulness courses. There's some overlap, but there's some things we do that are different. But there's also a kind of an overall difference that really operates in full presence mindfulness, which is that in addition to really giving people tools for cultivating a more relaxed, more released way of being, it's also a kind of an inquiry. And in full presence mindfulness, we really emphasize this idea of doing inquiry into the mind.
Great. Well, sounds wonderful. Would you say that this is a class that beginners could relate to, or is it something for more advanced practitioners of meditation, or people that have studied the TSK vision? What would you recommend?
Well, I think it's available. It's useful, or I shouldn't really say useful. It's going to be beneficial for people at every level. So if people have never taken a mindfulness course or never done meditation at all, then this would work for them. It is a kind of mindfulness practice, and I think that some of the benefits that people experience in terms of dealing with a kind of a therapeutic sense of dealing more with their tension, their anxiety, obsessive thinking, those kinds of things that come up, that will all be addressed through the practices that we do. So for beginners, it works fine. For people who already have some experience with mindfulness, whether it's traditional Buddhist mindfulness or the secular mindfulness, like mindfulness-based stress reduction, this will be an opportunity, I would say, to go deeper, or perhaps you could say to go in a different direction, to really emphasize this element of wanting to understand the patterns of the mind, wanting to see how mind operates. And I think there's going to be a lot of benefit in that for people. And then if people do know something about time-space knowledge, that set of teachings that Tartan Tulku developed, or other teachings that he has offered, I think that this will be a chance to take it in a kind of immediate involvement. So like on a day-to-day basis, how do you actually address that? So I don't talk about time-space knowledge in full presence mindfulness. In more advanced programs I do, but not in this introductory 6-week program, not at all. But there's a kind of a background that I'm relying on and that I'm trying to communicate through full presence mindfulness.
Okay.